In a remote corner of northern Tanzania, in East Africa, there's a lake that looks like it belongs on another planet. Its waters are deep red, its air thick with heat, and its shores littered with the eerie remains of animals, birds, bats, even flamingos, perfectly preserved, as if turned to stone. This is Lake Natron. Beautiful, deadly, and surrounded by mystery, it's a place where life and death exist side by side, and nothing is quite what it seems. Lake Natron's strange story begins far below its surface, deep within the earth. Tectonic forces slowly pull the land apart, creating deep cracks and valleys. Nearby volcanoes, especially Ol Doinyo Lengai, release ash and rock rich in sodium carbonate, a compound once used by the ancient Egyptians for mummification. Over time, wind, rain, and erosion carry these minerals down into the lake. Because Lake Natron has no outlet and loses water only through evaporation, the minerals build up to extreme levels. The result is one of the most alkaline environments on Earth. Its waters can reach scorching temperatures over 60 degrees Celsius, and its chemistry is so caustic it can burn skin, blind eyes, and preserve dead animals in astonishing detail. It's not just a lake, it's a natural cauldron of extremes. And yet, in the middle of all this danger, life finds a way. Some species haven't just survived here, they've adapted brilliantly. Despite the burning heat and toxic waters, this unforgiving lake has become a sanctuary for a select few. The lesser flamingo, with its soft pink feathers and delicate form, relies on Lake Natron to raise its young. Nowhere else in East Africa offers the same level of protection. The lake's extreme conditions keep predators away, and when the water recedes, it forms isolated islands, perfect nesting grounds. And it's not just flamingos. The lake is home to tiny organisms called halophiles, microbes that thrive in salty, alkaline water. They give the lake its red and orange color and form the base of the flamingo's food chain. Where most animals wouldn't last a moment, flamingos and microbes have carved out a way to live. But even with life thriving in unexpected ways, Lake Natron remains surrounded by mystery and myth. Years ago, haunting photographs by Nick Brandt went viral. They showed birds frozen in lifelike poses, their feathers untouched, their eyes staring blankly, as if they had turned to stone the moment they touched the water. Many believed the lake instantly petrified anything that came too close. But the truth is even more fascinating than the myth. Birds don't instantly turn to stone when they touch the lake. That isn't how it works. What really happens is more natural, though still unusual. The surface of Lake Natron is like a mirror. When the sun hits it just right, it can reflect the sky so perfectly that birds flying overhead get confused. Some mistake it for open sky or a body of fresh water and crash into it. Others might land, unaware of the danger. The extreme heat, combined with the lake's high salt and chemical content, can kill them quickly. Once the birds die, their bodies either sink into the lake or wash up on the shore. That's when the preservation begins. The lake's waters, rich in salt and alkaline minerals, dry the body out very quickly. This stops normal decay. Over time, a crust of minerals builds up, covering the bird like a shell. The result is a creature that looks frozen in time, its shape, feathers, and even expression still visible. It's not stone, it's nature's version of mummification. It's not stone, but it's just as eerie. Nature has done the preserving, with no help from humans. For the Maasai people who live nearby, Lake Natron is more than strange, it's sacred. They've known its power for generations. They don't swim in it, fish from it, or even go too close. They respect the lake for both its danger and its beauty. In their stories, It's a place where life and death walk side by side. And now, science is starting to see that too. But Lake Natron's future is uncertain. There have been plans to mine soda ash from its waters, a process that could change the lake's delicate chemistry. If the balance shifts, the flamingos may no longer be able to nest here. At the same time, climate change is bringing unpredictable rain patterns, which could dilute the lake's alkalinity and disrupt its natural rhythm. Conservationists warn that if the flamingos lose this one safe breeding ground, their numbers could fall dramatically, and they might never return. Lake Natron isn't just a strange lake with deadly water. It's a powerful symbol of how life can adapt, not just to survive, but to thrive, in the most unforgiving places on Earth. It challenges everything we think we know about what life needs to exist. It stretches the limits of biology and forces us to ask, if life can flourish here, where else might it be hiding? That's why scientists study it so closely, not just for what it reveals about Earth's own extremophiles, those tiny organisms that live where nothing else can, but for what it might teach us about life beyond our planet. Could something similar be happening right now on Mars? Or beneath the icy crust of Europa? In the deep, salty oceans of Enceladus? If microbes and birds can make a home in Lake Natron, maybe life, however small or strange, could be doing the same somewhere else in the cosmos. This lake is not cursed. It's not magic. What happens here is science, chemistry, geology, biology, and evolution, all working together in a way that feels almost otherworldly. The animals preserved along its shore aren't victims of a dark spell. They are nature's evidence, proof of how precise, how merciless, and how astonishing the natural world can be. Even in death, they leave behind a message. Lake Natron is not a warning. It's a reminder that life is more resilient, more adaptable, and far stranger than we often imagine. That Earth still holds secrets, wild, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying, that stretch the boundaries of our understanding. And somewhere out there, in the vast unknown, other lakes like Natron may exist, waiting to be discovered, waiting to remind us, once again, that the universe is not built for comfort, but life finds a way.